All right, Stephanie, we're going to watch your freestyle video here above the water. As we start the very first stroke, you can see that your elbow is coming up a little bit high, right? But then your hand is a little bit wide on that freestyle too, a little bit higher than your elbow. What we want to do, and one of the reasons why, like Lynette always likes to do that zipper drill, and why I tend to do a lot of the fingertip drag drill, the idea is high elbows all the way through. So you want to make sure your elbows stay a little bit higher and your hands stay a little bit lower. And the reason why we do that zipper drill and a fingertip drill is the idea is making sure we always enter fingertip entry. The other thing I'm seeing is your head's a little high in the water. So if you can lower your eyes down just a little bit and lower that head down, your hips are going to be a little bit higher in the water too. And that's going to really help out your legs. Again, here on the other side, you can see arms up. And you're a little bit high with that hand. The other thing, your hand is trailing your forearm a little bit. Try to make sure that your hand stays right in line with your forearm. Don't let that wrist bend quite as much as it is. The other thing you can kind of see here, you're kind of chopping sideways with that hand. Okay, you can see that you're going to be entering with that thumb, and while you're swimming, and we'll see what it looks like coming forward. But it almost looks as if you're going to be crossing over the middle of that body. So we really want to make sure we kind of stay out to the side. Kick looks nice and steady out there. But yeah, you can definitely see that you're just kind of pushing your hand to the side instead of going straight forward. You want to make sure you're working at your hand entering shoulder width apart, reaching forward all the way through. As we come to that breath, we can see their head still a little bit here to the side as your hand is entering. So work on see that your hand a little bit to the side here as your head's entering, or your head's a little bit to the side as your hand's entering. So work on getting that head down just a little bit quicker. Once you get your head down, you get it right in the middle, and that's a really good job. This I love. I love the fact I can see one goggle out, one goggle in. If you could just lower your head a little bit, go down that way, so it's more as if you're laying down. And this is one of the things we're kind of talking about. You can see how high that head position is. You can't see it underwater as much as you can see it here. And you can still see, I can still see that goggle, so you got to get that head down a little bit quicker. You're kind of taking a little bit longer of a breath than we need. Maybe if you're reaching forward a little bit better, your head's able to get down a little bit stronger. Kick looks nice and steady, but Stephanie, I'll be honest, the one thing that I see from you that I think really you could do a lot better on is working those legs. You've got to keep thinking about that kick, because at every level in freestyle, in that freestyle, you've got to have a great kick. All right, so just keep working on it. If we go into that turn, a little far away from the wall, definitely a little bit too much kicking in the wall. Got to judge that a little bit better. We want to make sure those feet are a little bit more wide apart. You can see that your feet are really side by side. Ideally, if your feet were just a little bit wider apart, that'd be perfect. As you come off that wall, good dolphin kick, but no flutter kicks at the breakout. And really, if you look at this first stroke, you're not really making to the flags. You got to do 2 or 3 dolphin kicks, then about 6 flutter kicks, and then start coming up and swimming. Okay. Now, with that being said, the breakout is really good from the standpoint of you're not doing 3 strokes without a breath is fantastic. Your hand came up right as you were getting top of the water. So your breakout there is good, but you got to work at extending that a little bit more.